The United Nations was created 70 years ago to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war.
A lone B-29.
The Charter of the United Nations, which you are now signing, is a solid structure upon which we can build for a better world.
To maintain international peace and security, to protect human rights, to promote economic and sustainable development, and to establish conditions for justice.
Development in Asia, Africa, and Latin America, and the enlargement of their income.
Enough is enough.
Over these 7 decades, new challenges have emerged, from climate change to the spread of infectious diseases, to international terrorism, and other threats that transcend national borders. These global issues can never be resolved by any single country acting alone.
Please raise their hand.
The international community increasingly recognizes the importance of our work. The United Nations has been very effective in a number of areas, and as a result, we are getting more and more responsibility.
The United Nations offers the best, if not the only, forum to galvanize global actions to meet the challenges of the past, the present, and the future. It also provides the best available records and documentation on humankind in general and member state interactions in particular.
Since 1945, the United Nations has produced more than 20 million multilingual documentary records and maps from the various activities. These documents are an important component of humanity's accumulated knowledge and norms, as well as some of the most historically significant records.
This is a serious storm and it could potentially have fatal consequences.
We have reports of 5 feet of water in some places in Atlantic County, significant flooding in Cape May County.
The experience we had here in New York a few years ago with Superstorm Sandy has taught us that our historically valuable documents, such as records of global consultations, strategic decisions, treaties, can also be lost, damaged, or destroyed in a catastrophic event, whether natural or man-made.
This collection of UN documents is at risk of being lost to future generations, particularly those documents produced only on paper between 1945 and the early 1990s. Many of those early documents were produced on poor quality paper, which has already started to crumble away.
By 2013, it became clear that the digitization and preservation of older documents and maps with such vital strategic and historical value will be critical for the United Nations, its member states, institutions, and humanity at large. Some 3 million pre-digital era documents have been identified as particularly important and in need of urgent digitization. Member states were approached with an offer to support this endeavor, which was recognized as an opportunity to play a historic role in preserving this treasure trove of human history. Qatar responded by offering a voluntary contribution to start the project.
Well, for us in Qatar, we have been constantly involved in projects throughout the world on the preservation of historical heritage and cultures, and this is why we found it interesting to be involved, and as a member state we have a responsibility to preserve such important and valuable documents that is not only important to us but to the wider public.
The project was launched as a joint venture of the Department for General Assembly and Conference Management and the Dag Hammarskjöld Library of the Department of Public Information. The project team is made up of 14 staff members from the Department for General Assembly and Conference Management. They work under the guidance of the Dag Hammarskjöld Library, which is the organization's custodian of these historical documents.
Folders are loose for scanning. Some of them are stapled together and folded. While working on this project, I've come to realize the importance of having these documents in a digital format, so anyone, anywhere can have it uploaded at any time.
It was a big surprise for me to realize that one of the oldest documents I was looking for in my research was already online.
As of April 2015, 360,000 documents have been digitized, cataloged, and made available, representing approximately 11% of the estimated total. The project continues thanks to the generous help of its contributors, particularly Qatar. We wish more member states will donate to the project in the future. By digitizing these invaluable records of humanity, we hope to contribute to the preservation of our collective intellectual heritage.